Shabbat Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to YAHAWAH, Bahasham, YAHAWAH, Bahasham Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of YAHAWAH, Bahasham, YAHAWAH. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect Akim out there, pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as YAHAWAH, Bahasham, YAHAWAH has created us to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, and also you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line of your lineage goes back to you being a so-called black, Hispanic, Native American, and Seminole Indian, one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Hey, Shalom. It's your brother Halak here from the Gym's Denver camp, coming back once again through the spirit and power of YAHAWAH, Bahasham, YAHAWAH with another video. And we're going to start right here in Proverbs 11:1. It says, "A false balance is an abomination to YAHAWAH, but a just weight is his delight." And I want to focus on that false balance. And this is what the pagan Roman Catholic Christians have. You see, they have a false balance. They really don't understand the relationship between the Most High and his people. Oh, and by the way, the title of this video is going to be The Balanced Relationship Between YAHAWAH and His Chosen People. Because that's what you're reading about when you go into the scriptures. You see, you're reading about the relationship the Most High has with his chosen people, the 12 tribes of Israel, according to the promises and the oath that he made unto our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Now, like I was going into yesterday in the video, and like many brothers have gone into, replacement theology or supersessionism is a complete false balance, where the pagan Christians will have you believe that the Most High has completely forsaken his people just because we broke his covenant and he punished us. Now they're saying because of that, the Most High has completely forsaken the physical seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and now he's just dealing with anyone that believes in Jesus Christ. And that's not true, as we proved yesterday in the video. So in this video, we're going to show you the perfect balance that the Most High has, because yes, the Most High did punish us because of our disobedience, because we broke that first covenant. He put the curses upon us. You can go read Deuteronomy 28, start at verse 15 on down. You see, that's a part of the punishment that the Most High has put upon us, and that's what plays out over the entirety of the scriptures all the way up until now. We're still up under those curses according to what the Most High promised us. But the balance in it all is YAHAWAH, Bahasham, YAHAWAH has promised us to take us from that condition. You see? And that's the balance the Most High has between himself and the people that he chose over all people, which are the 12 tribes. Further proven, they have not been forsaken or cast away, as the pagan Roman Catholic Christian Church will have you believe. Now, what I want to go into real quick, because it just sparked the spirit, and I was just going through, as I was laying down last night, it was just going through different precepts and going through different verses and going to the cross references, going into many times how the Most High said, yeah, I'm going to punish them, but I'm going to bring them back unto me. You see? And that's being done through the one you ignorantly call Jesus Christ. This is why he came to be a sacrifice for the 12 tribes, not a sacrifice for the whole world. He came to be a sacrifice for the 12 tribes so the Most High can bring his people back unto him as he promised he would do. That's the balance in it, man. Now, what I want to do is, let's start here in Jeremiah 31:28. It says, "And it shall come to pass that like as I have watched over them," matter of fact, we'll start at 29, "a new covenant," right? See, the Christians try to make all these things we find written in the scriptures void, to try to force their false doctrine, you see, as if that's what the Most High said is going to be. Their false doctrine is not true. It's not according to what the Most High has spoken. It's not according to the Most High's will. You see, the Most High has promised to make a new covenant with the 12 tribes of Israel, and that goes back to the oath that he made unto our forefather Abraham, an oath that cannot be disannulled, changed, or changed. It's immutable. You see, which means unchanging. And this is why you read about it in the Old and in the New Testament, because the Most High is going to be good, true to his word, man. Now this is Jeremiah 31:27. It says, "Behold, the days come, saith Yahawah, that I will sow the house of Israel and the house of Judah with the seed of man and with the seed of beast." And this goes into him bringing us into the blessings. Once again, this is the balance of it all. This is the balanced relationship that the Most High has with his children. You see, this is the balanced relationship that the Most High has with his wife. You see, he said that Israel is what? A comely and delicate woman. It tells us that we're married unto the Heavenly Father. You see? Now we're being married. Now the elect is being married unto YAHAWAH. This is the balance of it all. This is a dynamic that these heathen don't understand. Hell, a lot of Israelites don't even understand this. A lot of Israelites who know they're Israelites don't understand this. When you read this right here, you can go to Deuteronomy 28, start at verse 1 and read down to 14, and it's going to mention how the Most High is going to what? He's going to bless the fruit of our loins and the fruit of our cattle and all that. This is the Most High reiterating this through the mouth of Jeremiah, letting us know that he's still going to bring us into those blessings that he promised to bring us into. It's balanced, man. So Jeremiah 31:28, it goes on to say what? "And it shall come to pass that like as I have watched over them to pluck up and to break down and to throw down and to destroy and to afflict." Why did he do all that? Because of our disobedience. Because we broke that first covenant. So it required for us to be punished according to what the Most High promised to do if we broke the covenant. You see, matter of fact, let's show you what the Most High is talking about right here, because it all goes back to what he said aforetime. Deuteronomy 28, we start at verse 15, it says what? Consequences for disobedience, or consequences of disobedience. You can also go read it in Leviticus 26. In Leviticus 26, when you read it all the way down to the end of the chapter, he tells you even though we broke that first covenant, he's still not going to disannul the oath and the promise that he made unto our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And he's still going to bring us into all that he promised to bring us into. The glory, the promise, the kingdom. You see? But it was going to be a different way. It was going to have to be done. And that way is who? Our Lord YAHAWAH. That's why he says, well, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. YAHAWAH is the only way that any Israelite, beginning with the men, can come back unto the Father to receive all that the Most High has promised us, man. You see? But Deuteronomy 28:15 says what? "But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of Yahawah, thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee." And this goes into the Most High plucking up and casting down and afflicting and destroying us from 15 on down to 68. That's what the Most High is talking about. And this is played out, you see, in our nation for most of our existence, man. You see that? That's what the Most High is go and read these curses. And this is what our nation is still suffering from this day. You see? Now back in Jeremiah 31:28, it says, "And it shall come to pass that like as I have watched over them to pluck up and to break down and to throw down and to destroy and to afflict, so will I watch over them to build and to plant, saith Yahweh Bahashem YAHAWAH." And that goes into that balance that the Most High has with his people. Yes, he punished us severely, and we deserved it. It tells us that we received double from the Most High's hand because of our disobedience. And now the warfare of our iniquity is accomplished. And now it's time for the Most High to bring us into the blessings, the promises. You see, it's time for the Most High to fulfill that oath that he made unto our forefathers, man. So that's the balance of it. Now let's do this, because I want to grab another one real quick. I want to grab one for Daniel. So this is another one in Daniel 9, right? And it just goes into how the Most High punished us. Now Daniel 9:14, it says, let me see. Matter of fact, we'll start at 13. Daniel 9:13, it says, "As it is written in the law of Moses," you see that? Don't you see how it never changes? All of our righteous forefathers always revert back to what was said aforetime, because the Most High's will doesn't change. The Most High's word doesn't change. His counsel doesn't change. From then all the way up until now, it has not changed. The Most High is not the author of confusion, man. He's not going to say all these things all throughout the Old Testament, then jump to the New Testament, and it's going to be something different. That's confusion, man. That's confusion to the Israelites that truly believe, because what are we rooted in? We're rooted in the Most High being faithful to what he promised unto our forefathers. Things that he's going to bring to pass through his son, YAHAWAH. The Most High is not, he's not speaking any lies to us or trying to confuse us. The narrative, the will of the Most High, it has not changed. From the time that he spoke it before the world began all the way up until now, it's still the same. You see? So, Daniel 9:13 says, as it is written in the law of Moses, all this evil is come upon us, yet made we not our prayer before YAHAWAH our power, that we might turn from our iniquities and understand thy truth. Therefore have YAHAWAH watched upon the evil and brought it upon us, for YAHAWAH Bahashem YAHAWAH our power is righteous in all his works, which he doeth. For we obeyed not his voice, and this is why we find ourselves in the condition that we're in. Going back to what we read in Deuteronomy 28:15 on down. You see? Punishment of the consequences of disobedience. You see that? Verse 15 says what? And now, O Lord, our power, or YAHAWAH, our power, thou hast brought thy people forth out of the land of Egypt. What people did he bring forth out of the land of Egypt? The Israelites, the 12 tribes, according to what he promised our forefather Abraham he would do. Nor know of a certainty, thy seed shall be strangers in a land that is not theirs. You see? And they shall be afflicted 400 years. That's what he promised Abraham. And then we end up going into Egypt, being there for 30 years up under that Pharaoh that knew Joseph. And after that Pharaoh died, that's when we began our 400-year captivity under the Egyptians. Just like the Most High promised. You see? The Most High, he's keeping his word, man. So Daniel 9:15, one more time, it says, and now, O Lord, O YAHAWAH, our power, thou hast brought thy people forth out of the land of Egypt with a mighty hand, and has gotten thee renown. As at this day, we have sinned, we have done wickedly, and that's what caused the Most High to punish us, as he promised he would do. You see? Now, let's go back here. Or you know what? That's it on that. Now it goes on to tell us in Baruch chapter 4, it says what? We'll start at verse 4. It says, O Israel, happy are we, for the things of the pleasing to the Most High are made known unto us, because it's only given to the 12 tribes. Psalms 147 tells you that. The Most High also tells you in the book of, let me find it real quick. Was it Joel 3? No, what am I thinking about? Yep. Amos 3:1, it says, hear this word that YAHAWAH hath spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. The Most High only has a relationship with the 12 tribes of Israel, man. That's it. And this is what the world refuses to accept. It's like you're reading this book and you're trying to take the main characters out of the story, and you're still trying to read it, but you're now instead of applying these things to the main characters, you're trying to just apply it to anyone, and it doesn't work. That's like you trying to read a Harry Potter book and negate the fact that Harry Potter is the main character. The story doesn't flow how it's supposed to flow. It's confusion that comes about when you do that. And that's what we see happening with these pagan Christians. That's why so many contradictions. The contradiction doesn't come because of the Bible. The contradiction comes because of the false narrative of those who are taking this book into their possession and try to universalize it. You see, that's where the contradiction comes from. Your false understanding of the Bible is the contradiction. The Bible, it doesn't contradict itself at no point at any time. You see, and it's all because you're trying to remove you're trying to disannul the relationship that the Most High has with His chosen people, and it can't be done. This is why things don't add up when you pagan Roman Catholic Christians read the Bible, because you're reading it with a false understanding. You see, you're reading the Bible and trying to use man's knowledge to understand it instead of following the Most High's layout. Instead of reading it with the Most High's understanding of what He's actually said is going to be. That's why you're confused. Because this is not for you. This is only for the 12 tribes, man. Beginning with the elect. So, also, real quick, let's get Psalms 147, because it tells you here as well, 19 and 20. It reads, He showed His word unto Jacob, His statutes and His judgments unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any nation. As for His judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye YAHAWAH, Bahasham YAHAWAH. You see that? No other nation has received the word of the Most High. No other nation has received His statutes and judgments. The Most High has not dealt with them on that level in no shape, form, or fashion. This is only for the 12 tribes, man. You see? It's only for the 12 tribes, and that's how the story flows. That's what makes this story flow how it's supposed to flow when you're reading it, understanding and knowing that everything in it applies to the 12 tribes of Israel. When it pertains to the blessings, the promises, the covenants, the law, as the Apostle Paul tells you in the book of Romans 9. The confusion comes about when you try to negate the main characters from the story. When you try to negate the relationship that the Most High has with His people, that's where the confusion comes from. You can't just cut the 12 tribes out of the story and just apply it to anyone, because it doesn't work that way. This is all about the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and the promises and the oath that the Most High has made to their lineage. Point blank, period. Now, we go back to Baruch chapter 4, verse 4. It says, O Israel, happy are we, for things that are pleasing to the Most High made known unto us. Be of good cheer, my people, the memorial of Israel. And that goes into the elect. Verse 6 says, Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved the Most High to wrath, you were delivered unto the enemies. This is why we find ourselves in this condition. This is a part of the Most High plucking down and destroying us. You see, this was His wrath being poured upon us because of our disobedience. You see? This is what it is. And you can go in and read this, but this also goes into the balance. Yeah, the Most High brought all these things upon us, but it also tells us that He's going to do what? He's going to have mercy upon us and deliver us from this condition that He's put us in. That's the balance that the Most High has between Himself and us, His people. You see? Matter of fact, let's jump down to verse 18. It says, For He that brought these plagues upon you will deliver you from the hands of your enemies. You see that? That's the balance. He brought these curses upon us, and He is the one that's going to deliver us from this condition that we're in. The balance. So just like He looked over us to pluck down and to destroy and you know, bring these things upon us, He's going to deliver us from it, man. Showing you we haven't been forsaken. Now we go back to Jeremiah 31 and 28. Let's read that one more time. Jeremiah 31 and 28, it says, And it shall come to pass that like as I have watched over them, to pluck up and to break down and to throw down and to destroy and to afflict, so will I watch over them to build them. So will I watch over them to build and to plant, saith Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And this is what you read all throughout the scriptures, man. You see? We're in the prophets now, and it's going into what? Us being brought into a new covenant. That has to be fulfilled because the Most High spoke it. You got many visions of the kingdom of heaven and the condition that we're going to be in once we're entered into the kingdom of heaven, and how the earth is going to be rejuvenated and ordered in righteousness once we're in the kingdom of heaven. These are all things that the Most High has promised unto his people. But the pagan Christians are coming along and say, no, that doesn't matter anymore. That's not true. The Most High is not going to do that. Let's forget all about that and just try to establish this new thing here at Matthew, Jesus. No, man. No. Because the one you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, whose true name is Yahawah Shai, he's coming back to fulfill all the things that we read in the Old Testament, man. For his people, the 12 tribes of Israel. According to what? According to the Most High's will. You see? Which must be fulfilled, because if it don't come to pass, that will make the Most High a liar. And just like we went into the video yesterday, we know it is impossible for the Most High to lie. If he say he's going to do something, that's what's going to be done. But leave it to these pagan Christians to tell you, oh, no, that don't matter no more. Their whole doctrine has been based and founded upon calling the Most High a liar. And that's something the Most High cannot do. He cannot lie. You see? So that's the first part of it. So the Most High did cast this down, pluck this up, you see, so forth and so on. But now we get a few cross references, what? Right? So it says what? So I will watch over them, and it goes into the good that the Most High promised to do unto us. You see? You see? And this is the balance you find all throughout the scriptures. Let's go here. Jeremiah 24:6. Let's see what it says. This is Jeremiah 24. We'll start at verse 4. It says, again, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, thus saith Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, the power of Israel. Like these good figs, so will I acknowledge them that are carried away captive of Judah, when I have sent, whom I have sent out of this place into the land of the Chaldeans for their good. For I will set mine eyes upon them for good, and I will bring them again to this land, and I will build them and not pull them down, and I will plant them and not pluck them up. You see the balance? He sent us into captivity because of disobedience, but he also promised to what? Have return back unto us and have us delivered from captivity and to build us up. That's the balance of it, man. You see, verse 7 says what? And I will give them a heart to know me, that I am Yahweh, and they shall be my people, and I will be their God, for they shall return unto me with their whole heart. And this is talking about what's happening now. This is the Most High talking about having us return back unto him and eventually bringing us into the fullness of the second covenant, where we are going to be his people in the fullness of it, where he is going to be our God in the fullness of it. You see, he's going to do what? He's going to have us do what? What does it say? He says he's going to give them a heart to know me. He's going to put his spirit upon us. And when you understand what the second covenant entails, that entails having our bodies changed and having the law, statutes, and commandments put into our inward part to walk in them in perfection. That's the balance. You see? That's the balance of it. And this is what the elect is in the process of being brought into according to the Most High's will. Not to be forsaken or forgotten, or the Most High disannul anything he promised to do for them. He's going to do it. And this is a balance that these heathen do not understand, because they don't really understand the relationship the Most High has with his people. They don't understand the oath that the Most High made unto our forefathers, man, unto our ancestors. They don't understand it. They refuse to acknowledge it. You see? Let's do this. Let's go back. Let's get another one. Let's get Jeremiah 32:41. Man. Matter of fact, Jeremiah 32:36, it says, and now therefore thus saith Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, the God of Israel, concerning this city whereof ye say, It shall be delivered into the hand of the king of Babylon by the sword, and by famine, and by the pestilence. You see that? Verse 37 says what? Behold, I will gather them out of all countries, whither I have driven them in mine anger and in my fury and in great wrath. And I will bring them again unto this place, and I will cause them to dwell safely. You see, this is talking about now. That's when he's about to have YAHAWAH return to the earth, gather the elect, and eventually we're going to be returned back to that land in safety. You see? Now, the next verse goes into what? Verse 38. And they shall be my people, and I will be their God. And like we always mention, every time you hear the Most High say this, that we're going to be his people and he's going to be our God, that's him alluding to bringing us into that everlasting covenant, the second covenant. A covenant that he promised our forefather Abraham he would bring us into. A covenant that has not been disannulled or forgotten about it. Even the Apostle Paul reiterates the second covenant in the book of Hebrews chapter 8, showing you it hasn't been disannulled. And that second covenant is only for the 12 tribes, as it is written, thus saith the Lord. Fucking Christians talking about some, oh, now it's talking about the spiritual church. No, the fuck is not. It has always been talking about the physical seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, because that's who the Most High made the oath and the promises with. Not everyone. This is not a universal book. This book is detailing the intricate relationship that the Most High has with his people. A relationship that will never be broken, disannulled, or forgotten about. Now, what is he going to tell us in verse 39? And I will give them one heart and one way, which is what? The way that he gave us to keep under the first covenant. This time, he's going to put it in us. Instead of having it written on tablets of stone, he's going to have the laws, statutes, and commandments put in us, and every Israelite will walk perfectly before our power. Yes, we're in this condition now, but the Most High has promised to bring us out of it, man. And you heathen nations are not included in it. You were never included in it. So Jeremiah 32 and 39, it says, and I will give them one heart and one way, that they may fear me forever, for the good of them and of their children after them. I will make an everlasting covenant with them, that I will not turn away from them to do them good, but I will put my fear in their hearts, that they shall not depart from me. Verse 41, yeah, I will rejoice over them to do them good, and I will plant them in this land assuredly, with my whole heart and with my whole soul. These are promises made to the 12 tribes, man, according to what the Most High promised unto our forefathers with an oath. Matter of fact, I want to see something real quick. Let's see if this takes us back to Genesis. Cross references, right? I want to see if it's, because it should take you back to Genesis and what the Most High made. There it is. There it is. There it is. Genesis 17. There it is. You see? Genesis 17 and 7, it says, and I will establish my covenant between me and thee and thy seed. And that word for seed right there goes into Zerah, which goes into Abraham's offspring, his descendants, which would be who? And Isaac shall thy seed be called. Isaac brought forth Jacob, and Jacob brought forth the 12 tribes. That's who the covenant is being established with, according to what the Most High has promised. You see? Genesis 17 and 7, it says, and I will establish my covenant between me and thee and thy seed after thee and their generations for an everlasting covenant, to be a God unto thee and to thy seed after thee. So if you're not of that seed, the Most High is not a God to you. You are nothing to him. If you're not of the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, this does not apply to you. And that's the false narrative that the pagan Christians are trying to force on the world, man. No, if you're not of the physical seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, if you're not of the Zerah, this has nothing to do with you. You see? Point blank, period, man. This is talking about what? The relationship that Most High has between himself and his chosen people, according to the promises in the oath that he made unto our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. This is what it is, man. Let's go back. Let's see what else we can pull from this. So we got, let's jump down. So we got this. Psalm 69 and 35. For the Most High will save Zion, the elect, and will build the cities of Judah, southern kingdom, that they may dwell there and have it in possession. According to what? According to what the Most High promised to our forefathers. Psalms 102:16. When Yahawah shall build up Zion, he shall appear in his glory. Psalms 147:2. Yahawah doth build up Jerusalem. He gathered together the outcast of Israel. You see? Amos 9:11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. He's talking about rebuilding the nation of Israel, as it was aforetime up under King David. That's going to be done through his son. That's going to be done through the Messiah, YAHAWAH. Showing you the Most High has not forgotten his people. He has not disannulled his relationship with his chosen people. Acts 15:16 says, "What after this I will return and build again the tabernacle of David, which is fallen down, and I will build again the ruins thereof, and I will set it up." These are all promises made by the Most High, showing you the balance of it all, man. The balance, the relationship that the Most High has with his people. And there are many more scriptures that we can go into proving this, man. We could sit here all day going through all the promises that the Most High has made. We could run through the blessings. We could go through all the prophecies, which basically are promises that the Most High has made, that he said what he said he's going to bring to pass for his people. You see? All these things must be fulfilled according to the Most High's will, a will that he's not going to change, alter, or disannul for any of you fucking heathen. He's going to do exactly what he said he's going to do for his people according to the oath that he made unto our fathers, man. And we're going to keep telling you this. Replacement theology is bullshit, man. It's false. You see? You got you pagan Christians trying to lean upon the Messiah, but as it is written, he came to save us from our sins, man. He didn't come to save the world. He came to save us from our sins and bring us back to the Father so the Most High can fulfill what he promised to do for the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which are who? The 12 tribes of Israel, man. This is what it is. This is the balanced relationship that the Most High has between his people, and it will not be disannulled, you see, or canceled. So with that, man, I'm going to end it by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to YAHAWAH, Bahasham, YAHAWAH, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of YAHAWAH, Bahasham, YAHAWAH. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect Akim out there pushing this word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as YAHAWAH, Bahasham, YAHAWAH has created us to do. With that, I'm going to say Shabbat, Shalom, Wa, Abba, Babal.